Imagine waking up one day to find that your wildest dreams have become your reality. The life you've always yearned for, the abundance, you've craved the love, you've longed for all of it manifested before your very eyes. What if I told you that this is not merely a fantasy, but a truth that lies dormant? Within you, waiting to be awake in the universe, is not some distant, unresponsive entity. It is a living, breathing force that is constantly listening to the whispers of your soul. And once you start asking the universe in the right way, with unwavering faith and conviction, your desires are not just hurt, but they're already done. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract abundance, love, and success, while others struggle to make ends meet? The answer lies in the power of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions. They're all powerful frequencies that shape your reality. When you learn to harness this power, when you learn to communicate with the universe in its own language, you become the master of your own destiny. But here's the catch. Most people ask from a place of lack, from a place of doubt and fear. They beg and plead with the universe, hoping for scraps of mercy. But the universe does not respond to desperation. It responds to faith. It responds to the unshakable belief that what you desire is already yours. So how do you ask the universe in a way that guarantees results? How do you tap into the limitless abundance that is your birthright? The answer lies in the power of your imagination, love, assumption. And the inevitability of manifest your imagination is the creative force within you, the tool that allows you to shape your reality when you visualize your desires with vivid detail and unwavering faith. You are sending a powerful signal to the universe. You are telling it that what you desire has already done the law. Assumption states that whatever you assume to be true, the universe will make real. When you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, when you live in the end result of your desires, you are aligning yourself the frequency of abundance. You are telling the universe that you are ready to receive, that you are worthy of your dreams. And here's the best part. Once you start asking the universe, like this manifestation becomes inevitable, the universe will conspire to bring your desires to fruition, to align the people, circumstances, and events necessary to make your dreams a reality. All you need to do is trust the process, to let go of doubt and fear, and to maintain unwavering faith in the inevitability of your success. So my friends, I invite you to embrace this practice with every fiber of your being, to wake up each day with a sense of excitement and anticipation, knowing that your desires are on their way to cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for the blessings in your life, even before they have manifested, to surrender to the perfect timing and unfolding of the universe, trusting that everything is happening for your highest good. And above all, I invite you to remember the truth of who you are. You are not just a physical being confined to the limitations of this earthly realm. You are an infinite, eternal, powerful creator with the ability to shape your reality in any way you choose. Your divine spark of the universe itself is a unique expression of the infinite intelligence that pervades all things. As you go forth from this moment, carry this truth with you. Let it be your guiding light, your North Star, your unwavering conviction. Know that you are worthy of your desires, that you're capable of manifesting miracles, that you are loved and supported by the universe in every moment. And when challenges arise, when doubts creep in, when the journey seems long and uncertain, remember the words of the great mystic Rumi: what you seek is seeking you. Your desires are not some distant, unattainable fantasy. They are the very essence of your being, the call of your soul. Trust in their inevitability and let them guide you home. So my friends, go forth with faith, with conviction, with unwavering belief in the power of your dreams, manifest miracles, create magic, and live a life beyond your wildest imagination. The universe is waiting for you, cheering you on, conspiring in your faith. All you have to do is say yes, yes to your desires. Yes to your dreams, yes to the infinite possibility that lies within you, yes to a life of joy, abundance, and limitless potential. Yes to the magic and miracles of the universe. Now and always, thank you for joining me on this journey of manifestation. May your dreams take like, may your desires become reality, and may your life be a living testament to the power of your faith. The universe is yours, my friends. Claim it, own it, and let it lead you to a life beyond your wildest dreams. But every step along the bridge of incidents is necessary. Every challenge, every setback, every unexpected twist and turn is part of the divine plan. It's all leading you closer to your desires, even when it doesn't feel like it. The key to navigating the bridge of incidents is to trust the process, to surrender to the journey, even when you can't see the way forward, to have faith that the universe is conspiring in your favor, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. Trusting the process means letting go of your attachment to the outcome. It means releasing your grip on the how and when of manifestation and allowing the universe to guide you. It means being open to the unexpected, to the miracles and synchronicities that show up along the way. When you trust the process, you open yourself up to the magic of manifestation. You allow the universe to work its wonders to bring you what you desire in ways that are beyond your wildest dreams. You become a co-creator with the universe, a partner in the dance of manifestation. The trusting the process isn't always easy. It requires a deep level of faith, a willingness to surrender to the unknown. It requires you to let go of your need for control. You need to have everything figured out. It requires you to embrace the mystery, to trust that everything is unfolding in perfect divine timing. One way to cultivate trust in the process is through the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is the act of acknowledging and appreciating the blessings in your life even before your desires have manifested. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from lack to abundance, from scarcity to sufficiency. You train your mind to see the good in every situation. To find the silver lining in every cloud, gratitude is also a powerful way to align yourself with the vibration of your desires. When you feel grateful for what you want, even before it is manifested, you are sending a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to receive your gift. You are telling the universe that you trust in its abundance. Way to cultivate trust in the process is through the practice of surrender. Surrender is the act of letting go of your attachment to the outcome of releasing your need to control every aspect of your life. When you surrender, you are not giving up on your desires. You are giving them over to a higher power, to the infinite wisdom of the universe. Surrender requires a deep level of trust, the willingness to let go and allow the universe to guide you. It means being open to the unexpected, to the twists and turns. Along the bridge of incidents, it means trusting that everything is happening for your highest good. Even when it doesn't make sense in the moment, when you cultivate trust, in the process, when you practice gratitude and surrender, manifestation becomes effortless. Your desires flow to you with ease and grace, and your life becomes a living testament to the power of your faith. You become a magnet for miracles, conduit for the abundance of the universe as we come to the end of this journey. I want to remind you of the incredible power that lies within you. The power to create your reality, to manifest your deepest desires, to live a life beyond your wildest dreams. This power is not some distance unattainable, for it is the very essence of who you are. It is the birthright of every human being on this planet. Throughout this speech, we've explored the key principles manifest and the power of imagination, the law of assumption, the art of asking. We've discovered that the universe is not some separate entity, but a live, breathing extension of our own consciousness, that our thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions create our reality. And that by aligning ourselves with the vibration of our desires, we can manifest miracles on demand. But the journey of manifestation is not a one-time event, it is a lifelong practice. It requires a daily commitment to aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the reality you want to create. It requires a willingness to let go of limiting beliefs, to embrace the unknown, to trust in the perfect timing of the universe. And yet, the rewards of this practice are beyond measure when you live from a place of faith and conviction, when you trust in the inevitability of your desires. Your life becomes a living testament to the power of manifestation. You attract people, circumstances, and opportunities that support your vision. You experience a level of joy, abundance, and fulfillment that most people only dream of. Conviction is the unshakable belief in the truth of your desires, is the inner knowing that what you want is already yours, that it's your divine right to experience abundance, love. When you ask with conviction, you are not just making a request, you are making a command. You are telling the universe that this is what you expect, that this is what you demand. You are not asking for permission. You are claiming your birthright. But conviction isn't just about the words you speak. It's about the energy. Behind those words, it's about the feeling of certainty, of unwavering faith that infuses every cell of your being. When you ask with conviction, you're not just speaking your desires. You're becoming the vibrational match for what you want to experience. The third step in the art of asking is to let go of doubt and fear. Doubt and fear are the enemies of manifestation. They are the voices in your head that tell you it's not possible, that you're not worthy, that you'll never have what you want. They are the limiting beliefs that keep you stuck in a cycle of lack and limitations. But here's the thing, doubt and fear are just thoughts. They're not the truth of who you are. You have the power to choose your thoughts, to choose your beliefs, to choose your assumptions. When you let go of doubt and fear, you create space for faith and conviction to take root. One powerful way to let go of doubt and fears through the practice of surrender. Surrender is the act of releasing your attachment to the outcome, of trusting that the universe has your back. Even when you can't see the way forward, when you surrender, you're not giving up on your desires, giving them to a higher power, to the infinite wisdom of the universe. Surrender requires a deep level of trust, a willingness to let go of control and allow the universe to guide you. It requires you to release your grip on the how and when of manifestation and to trust that everything is unfolding in perfect divine timing. The final step in the art of asking is to align your thoughts and actions with your desires. Manifestation is not just about asking. It's about becoming coming. It's about aligning every aspect of your being with the reality you want to create. This means thinking thoughts that match your desires, speaking words that affirm your worth, abundance, and taking actions that move you closer to your goals. It means living as if your desires are already a reality even before they manifest in your physical world. When you align your thoughts and actions with your desires, you become a magnet for miracles. You attract people, circumstances, opportunities that support your vision. You create a life that is a living testament to the power of your faith and conviction. So my friends, I invite you to master the art of asking. Ask with faith, with conviction, and with unwavering belief in the truth of your desires. Let go of without and feared and surrender to the perfect timing and unfolding of the universe. Align your thoughts and actions with your desires and become the vibrational match for the reality you want to create. When you do, miracles become commonplace. The universe conspires to bring your desires into manifest. Life becomes a living testament to the power of your asking. Master the art of asking and watch as your wildest dreams become your everyday reality. When you master the art of asking, when you align your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the reality of your desires, manifestation becomes inevitable. It's not a question of if your desires will manifest, but when the universe is always listening, always responding to the vibration you are offering, and when you offer a vibration of faith, conviction, and unwavering belief, the universe has no choice but to deliver. But how exactly does manifestation work? How does the universe take your desires and turn them into physical reality? The answer lies in the concept of the bridge of incidents. The bridge of incidents is the series of events, people, and circumstances that the universe orchestrates to bring your desires into manifestation. It's the way the universe connects the dots, aligns the pieces of the puzzle, and creates the perfect conditions for your desires to come to fruition. When you ask for something, the universe immediately begins to arrange the bridge of incidents. It starts to move people and circumstances into place to create opportunities and open doors that will lead you to your desired out. It's like a cosm game of dominoes where each piece falls perfectly into place, creating a chain reaction of manifestation. But here's the thing. The bridge of incidents doesn't always look the way you expect it to sometimes. It takes you on a journey that seems unrelated to your desires. Sometimes it brings you challenges and obstacles that you must overcome. Sometimes it requires you to take leaps of faith and trust in the unknown. No. Hoping, wishing, or striving for your desire. Instead, you're living as if they're already a reality, as if they have already manifested in your life. This is a subtle but profound shift in consciousness. Most people spend their lives in a state of wanting a feeling like they're lacking something they believe that they will be happy when they finally achieve their goals, when they finally manifest their desires. But the truth is that state of wanting only perpetuates more wanting. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of lack and limitation. The law of assumption you to break free from that cycle, to step into the reality of your desires right now. It invites you to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, to embody the energy of abundance, love, and success, even before it shows up in your physical reality. So how to do that? You live in the end. Even when your current circumstances don't match your desired reality, the key is persistence. It's about maintaining the state of your wish fulfillment, even in the face of doubts, fear, or setbacks. When you first start practicing the law of assumption, it can feel uncomfortable, even delusional. Your mind will try to convince you that it's not real, that you're just fooling yourself. But the more you persist in maintaining the state of your wish fulfilled, the more natural it becomes. You start to see evidence of your desire manifesting in your life, and your faith grows stronger. One powerful way to maintain the state of yours fulfilled is through affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself either out loud or silently that reinforce your desired reality. For example, if your desire is to manifest financial abundance, you might repeat affirmations like, I am a magnet for money. Abundance flows to me easily and effortlessly. I'm worthy of all the wealth and prosperity I desire. By repeating these affirmations consistently, you are reprogrammed in your subconscious mind to align with the reality of your desires. You're shifting your assumptions, your beliefs, and your inner conversations to match the frequency of abundance. Another way to maintain the state of your wish fulfilled. Visualization, as we discussed earlier. Visualization is a powerful tool for engaging your imagination and aligning yourself with the frequency of your desires. When you visualize your desired reality with vivid detail and emotion, you are sending a clear signal to the universe that this is what you want to experience. But the key to effective visualization is to engage all of your senses, not just your visual sense imagined. Not just what your desired reality looks like or what it feels like, smells like, tastes like, and sounds like. The more fully you engage your senses, the more real your visualization becomes to your subconscious mind. The law of assumption is not just a tool for manifestation. It is a way of being. When you live from a place of assumption, you are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You become the creator of your reality, master of your destiny. You recognize that your assumptions, your beliefs, and your inner conversations have the power to shape your experience of life. And you choose to align them with the reality of your desires. Now that we've explored the power of imagination and the law of assumption, let's dive into the art of asking. Asking is the bridge between your desires and their manifestation. It's the way you communicate with the universe, the way you declare your intentions, and set the wheels of creation in motion. But here's the thing. Most people don't know how to ask. They ask from a place of lack of desperation or fear. They beg and plead with the universe, hoping for scraps of mercy. But the universe doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to faith. It responds to the unwavering conviction that what you desire is already your soul. How do you ask in a way that guarantees results? The first step is to ask with faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. When you ask with faith, you're not hoping or wishing for your desires to manifest. You are declaring that they are already done. You are aligning yourself with the reality of your desires even before they show up in your physical world. This kind of faith requires a deep trust in the universe and knowing that your desires are not just possible but inevitable. It requires you to release your attachment to the how and when of manifestation and to surrender to the perfect timing and unfolding of the universe. The second step in the art of asking is to ask with conviction. So my friends, are you ready to have your world turned upside down? Are you ready to experience the limitless abundance that is your birthright? Then join me on this journey of manifestation as we explore the art of asking the universe in a way that guarantees results your wildest dreams are about to become your everyday reality. The power of your imagination is the key to unlocking the limitless potential within you. It is the creative force that allows you to shape your reality, to bring your desires into manifestation. When you harness the power of your imagination, you become the architect of your own destiny. But what exactly is imagination? And how does it work? Imagination is the ability to create mental images, to visualize scenarios and possibilities that don't yet exist in the physical world. It is the bridge between the unseen and the seen, the link between the infinite potential of the universe and the tangible reality of your life. When you imagine something with vivid detail and unwavering faith, you're sending a powerful signal to the universe. You are telling it that what you desire is already done, that it is already yours. The universe doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It simply responds to the frequency of your thoughts and emotions. So how do you cultivate the power of your imagination? The first step is to get clear on what you truly desire. What does your ideal life look like? What kind of relationships, experiences, and abundance? Do you want to attract the most specific and detailed your vision? The more powerful your imagination becomes once you have a clear vision. The next step is to engage your senses. Imagine not just the visual aspects of your desire, but the sounds, smells, tastes, and textures as well. The more fully you engage your senses, the more real your imagination becomes to your subconscious mind. For example, if your desire is to manifest your dream home, imagine yourself walking through front door, feel the texture of the doorknob in your hand, the sensation, the floor beneath your feet, smell the aroma of your favorite scent, wafting through the air. Hear the laughter and conversation of your loved ones echoing through the rooms. The more vividly you imagine, the more powerfully you align yourself with the frequency of your desire. But the power of imagination goes beyond just visualizing your desires. It also involves assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled. In other words, it means living as if your desires are already a reality even before they manifest in the physical world. This is where the law of assumption comes into play. The law of assumption states that whatever you assume to be true, the universe will make real when you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. You are aligning yourself with the frequency of abundance, love, and success. You are telling the universe that you are ready to receive, that you are worthy of your dream. So how do you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled? One powerful technique is to practice gratitude in advance instead of waiting for your desires to manifest before you. Feel grateful, start expressing gratitude. Now, for what you know is on its way, say things like, "Thank you, universe, for my dream home. I am so grateful to wake up every morning in a space that fills me with joy and inspiration." By expressing gratitude in advance, you are aligning yourself with the frequency of abundance and attracting more what you desire. Another technique is to act as if your desire is already a reality. If your desire is to manifest a loving relationship, start treating yourself with the love and respect you desire from a partner. Take yourself on dates, buy yourself flowers, and speak kindly to yourself in the mirror by embodying the energy of love. You attract more love into your life. The power of imagination is not just a tool for manifestation, it is a way of life. When you live from a place of imagination, you open yourself up to infinite possibilities. You become a magnet for American conduit for the limitless abundance of the universe. The law of assumption is a powerful principle that can transform your life in ways you never thought possible. It states that whatever you assume to be true, the universe will make real. In other words, your assumptions create your reality. Think about that for a moment. Your assumptions, your beliefs, your inner conversations, they all have the power to shape your experience of life. When you assume that you are worthy of love and abundance, the universe responds by bringing more love and abundance into your life. When you assume that you are capable of achieving your dreams, the universe comes to make those dreams a reality. But the law of assumption goes even deeper, that it's not just about assuming positive things, it's about living in the end, about embodying the feeling of your wish fulfilled when you live in the end.
The word impossible. What does it truly mean? In your current understanding, it might represent a barrier, a limit to what can be achieved. But I say unto you, the impossible is merely that which has not yet been imagined into being. It is a temporary state waiting to be transformed by the power of your consciousness. But what does it truly mean to repeat something 10 times? And how can this simple act manifest even the impossible? It is not a matter of mere repetition of positive thinking. It is as a state of consciousness, a shift in your very being that aligns you with the creative power of the universe. It is about recognizing that your inner dialogue, your self-talk, is the very foundation upon which your reality is built. Let us delve deeper into this profound truth. Your outer world, every experience you have, every circumstance you encounter, is nothing more than a reflection of your inner world, your consciousness. It is a mirror faithfully reflecting back to you the sum total of your beliefs, assumptions, and most importantly, your inner conversations. When you understand this, truly understand it, you realize that by carefully choosing and consistently repeating certain statements, even those that seem impossible, you are actively creating a new reality that will unfold in your experience. This understanding is crucial, for it shifts the entire paradigm of how you approach the impossible. No longer are you a helpless being at the mercy of external circumstances, hoping for favorable conditions. You become the active creator of your reality, knowing that as you repeat your chosen statement 10 times with feeling and conviction, the universe must rearrange itself to match this new inner assumption. But how, you may ask, can mere repetition have such a profound and lasting impact? The answer lies in the creative power of your wonderful human imagination, combined with the intensity of your feeling and belief. For your imagination is not a mere fantasy maker, and your feelings are not mere reactions to external stimuli. Together they form the very workshop in which reality is forged. Let us take a moment to truly understand this. Your subconscious mind, which is one with the universal creative force, does not distinguish between what you vividly imagine and feel as truly and what you actually experience in the outer world. It accepts as true whatever you feel to be true in your inner conversations, and once it accepts an idea as true, it proceeds to bring it into manifestation in your physical reality, regardless of how long it takes in plot time, or how impossible it may seem to your rational mind. So when you repeat a statement 10 times, especially one that seems impossible, you are not engaging in wishful thinking or self-deception. You are actively creating your new reality from within. You are aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe, allowing it to work through you and for you to manifest even the seemingly impossible. This, my dear listeners, is the essence of the power of repetition. It is about recognizing that the power to shape your reality lies within you, waiting to express through your conscious inner dialogue. It is about understanding that your outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner conversations, which can be radically altered by consistently repeating chosen statements, even those that currently seem impossible. Consider the biblical phrase, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." This is not a mere poetic expression or a vague spiritual concept. It is a statement of cosmic law, an invitation to recognize the power of your inner dialogue. When you repeat a statement times, especially one that seems impossible, you are thinking it in your heart. You are feeling its reality with every fiber of your being, and in that moment you are changed. The outer manifestation may take time to catch up, but the inner transformation is instantaneous. But let me be clear, repeating a statement 10 times is not about forced repetition or strained affirmations. It is about a total immersion in the feeling of the wish, fulfilled of the impossible becoming possible. When you truly embody this practice, you naturally assume the thoughts, feelings, and inner conversations of the person who lives in the reality where the impossible has become possible. You go to sleep not as the person bound by current limitations, but as the person who has already experienced the manifestation of the impossible. Let us explore this further with an example. Imagine a person who desires to manifest something that seems utterly impossible, perhaps healing from an incurable disease or achieving a seemingly unattainable goal. Their outer reality shows no signs of this possibility. Now imagine this person deciding to repeat the statement, "Even the impossible is possible for me," 10 times with complete conviction and feeling. As they do so, they immerse themselves in the feeling of this statement being true. They feel the joy, the wonder, the gratitude of living in a world where even the impossible manifests for them. They allow this feeling to permeate every cell of their being. They repeat this statement not just with their lips, but with their entire consciousness. When they awaken, something has shifted. They may not see immediate external changes in their circumstances, but internally they are no longer the same person. They have experienced the reality of a world where the impossible becomes possible, and this new self-concept begins to reshape their outer world. In the days and weeks that follow, they find themselves naturally acting with more confidence and expectancy. They approach challenges with a newfound sense of possibility. They make decisions and take actions aligned with their new assumption that even the impossible will manifest for them. And as they do so, their outer world begins to reflect this new inner state. Opportunities arise that they never would have noticed before. Solutions appear to problems that once seemed insurmountable. Their entire life begins to transform, all stemming from the simple act of repeating a powerful statement 10 times. This principle applies to every aspect of your life. Whether you desire to manifest health, wealth, love, or any other state of being that currently seems impossible, the key is to first assume it as true in your inner dialogue. Repeat the statement that aligns with your desire 10 times, feeling the reality of it being true. Fall asleep in that state, knowing that as you do so, you are planting a seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind that must grow into your outer reality. Now I can hear some of you thinking, but Wayne, can simply repeating a statement 10 times really make such a difference? Surely manifesting the impossible requires more than that. And to this I say it is not the mere repetition of words that creates the change, but the shift in consciousness that occurs when you repeat a statement with feeling and conviction. The repetition is a tool to impress upon your subconscious mind a new assumption, a new truth about the nature of your reality. Remember, the outer world is dead. It has no life of its own. It is your consciousness that gives life to your experiences. When you repeat statements that align with your current limitations, you are breathing life into a reality that perpetuates those limitations. But when you consciously choose to repeat statements that align with the manifestation of the impossible, you set in motion a series of events that must culminate in the outer expression of this new inner reality. This, my dear friends, is the true secret to manifesting even the impossible. It is about aligning your inner dialogue with the highest vision of yourself and your life, recognizing that this desired reality is seeking expression through you, and allowing it to flow into your experience through the power of your repeated statements and unwavering belief. But let me warn you, this shift in consciousness, this practice of repeating powerful statements 10 times, is not always an easy task. The old habits of negative self-talk, of repeating limiting beliefs, are deeply ingrained in our collective consciousness. As you embark on this new way of thinking and speaking to yourself, you may find resistance arising within you. Doubts may creep in. Old thought patterns may try to reassert themselves. When this happens, do not fight against these thoughts and feelings. Simply observe them, acknowledge them, and then gently return to your chosen statement, repeating it again with renewed conviction. For the war is not won by battling against what you don't want, but by persistently embodying what you do want. This persistence, this unwavering commitment, repeating your chosen statement 10 times, even in the face of contrary evidence, is what allows you to truly manifest the impossible. Think of it like tuning a radio. When you're trying to listen to a particular station, you don't focus on eliminating all the other stations. You simply tune into the frequency you desire. In the same way, you don't need to fight against your current reality or forcefully push away thoughts of impossibility. You simply need to tune yourself to the frequency of possibility to align your entire consciousness with the reality where even the impossible manifests for you. This tuning is done through your repeated statements and your ability to generate feeling states. Your inner dialogue is the dial that allows you to tune into different frequencies of experience. As you repeat your chosen statement times, as you feel the reality of it being true, you are tuning yourself to that frequency, allowing the corresponding experiences to flow into your life. But remember, my friends, this is not a one-time event. Repeating your chosen statement times is a practice, a way of life. It's a constant choice to maintain this new inner dialogue, regardless of appearances. Just as you wouldn't expect to stay in shape by exercising once, you cannot expect to manifest the impossible by repeating a statement once. This is about persistently aligning your inner conversations with your desire of reality, about maintaining this consciousness day in and day out until it becomes your new normal. As you do this, you will find that your perception of what is possible begins to shift. What once seemed impossible now appears as a natural unfolding of events. Challenges become opportunities for growth. You begin to see yourself as the empowered being you truly are, knowing that your inner art is constantly shaping your reality. Now, some of you may be wondering, but Wayne, how can I maintain this practice of repeating my chosen statement times when my current reality seems unchanged? How can I persist in feeling its truth when circumstances seem to contradict it? And to this I say, your imagination infused with feeling is more powerful than any circumstance. Consider for a moment, have you ever been deeply moved by a story, whether in a book or a movie? In those moments, were you not feeling real emotions based on imaginary events? Your feelings were real, even though the events were not happening in your physical reality. This is the power you must harness when you repeat your chosen statement 10 times. You must use your imagination to create scenarios that evoke the feelings associated with your statement being true. Imagine how you would feel if the impossible had already manifested for you. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the sense of wonder that would come with this reality. Feel these states as vividly and as consistently as you can as you repeat your statement. The key is to make your repetition as real to you as possible. Engage all your senses. Feel the textures associated with your desire fulfilled. Hear the sounds, smell the scents, taste the flavors. See the world through the eyes of the person who lives in the reality where the impossible has become possible. Make it so real that your rational mind cannot distinguish between this inner experience and physical reality. But here's a crucial point, my friends. The goal is not to repeat statements about specific events or circumstances. The goal is to capture the essence of the feeling state associated with living in a world where even the impossible manifests for you. For it is this feeling state that is the true attractor of your experiences. Let me illustrate this with an example. Instead of repeating, "I will win the lottery 10 times," capture the feeling essence of living in a world of unlimited abundance. Repeat, "I live in a world of infinite possibilities and abundance 10 times." Feel the security, the freedom, the joy that comes with this state. See yourself moving through life with the ease and confidence of someone who knows that even the impossible will manifest for them. By focusing on the feeling essence rather than specific outcomes, you allow the universe to bring your desire to you in ways that might far exceed your specific imaginings. You open yourself to possibilities beyond what your current mindset can conceive. This is the true art of manifesting the impossible through repetition. It's not about forcing yourself to believe something against all evidence. It's about aligning yourself with the truth of your divine nature, your oneness with the creative power of the universe. It's about repeating statements that resonate with the highest vision of who you truly are and what is possible for you. As you practice this, you may find that your outer world begins to shift in subtle ways. Perhaps you start to notice more synchronicity in your life, or you find yourself naturally making choices that align with your new assumption of possibility, or opportunities that once seemed impossible begin to present themselves. These are all signs that your inner shift brought about by your repeated statements is creating ripples in your outer reality. Don't discount these small changes. Celebrate them. See them as confirmation that the law is working, that your repeated statements are taking root. But don't become attached to them or anxiously look for them. Simply acknowledge them with gratitude and continue to repeat your chosen statement with conviction. As you persist in this practice, larger changes will begin to manifest. You may find yourself naturally attracting experiences that align with your new assumption of possibility. You may notice that challenges which once seemed insurmountable are now easily overcome. You may achieve goals you once thought impossible with an ease that feels miraculously. And as you continue to repeat your chosen statement 10 times each day, you'll discover that life becomes an exciting adventure of ever-expanding possibility. But remember, the outer manifestation is not the goal. The goal is the state of consciousness from which all desired experiences naturally flow. This is a crucial point, my friends. When you're truly embodying the state where even the impossible manifests for you, when you're fully living from this consciousness, You no longer need external circumstances to confirm your state. You're already whole, already complete in your knowing that you live in a world of infinite possibility. And paradoxically, it's in this state of inner assurance that you're most likely to experience a life where the impossible becomes possible. Now, some of you might be thinking, but never, what about action? Don't we need to do things in the physical world to manifest the impossible? And to this I say, yes, action is part of the process. But it's inspired action, not anxious doing. When you're consistently repeating your chosen statement 10 times each day, living from the consciousness of possibility, ideas and opportunities will naturally present themselves to you. You'll feel inspired to take certain actions, to move in certain directions. These actions won't feel like struggle or effort. They'll feel natural, joyful, almost effortless. This is the difference between trying to make the impossible happen and allowing it to happen. When you're trying to force manifestation, actions feel stressful, born out of fear and doubt. When you're living from the consciousness of possibility, actions flow naturally from your aligned state, guided by an inner wisdom that knows exactly how to bring about the manifestation of even the seemingly impossible. Consider the example of a seed growing into a mighty oak tree. The seed doesn't strain to become a tree. It doesn't force itself to grow. It simply unfolds naturally, expressing its innate potential. You, my dear listeners, are no different. When you align yourself with the consciousness of possibility through your repeated statements, you allow your life to unfold naturally and beautifully, expressing the inside potential that is your birthright. But let me be clear, this state of allowing is not passive. It requires an active use of your imagination, a deliberate and focused repetition of your chosen statement. It requires faith, not blind faith in external circumstances, but faith in the creative power of your consciousness and your ability to manifest even the impossible through your inner dialogue. This faith is not about believing that the impossible will become possible someday in the future. It's about knowing that you live in a world of infinite possibility now, in this very moment, and that your outer world must inevitably conform to this new inner reality. As you cultivate this faith, as you persist in repeating your chosen statement 10 times each day, you'll begin to see evidence of the impossible becoming possible in your outer world. These signs may start small: an unexpected solution to a problem, a chance encounter that leads to a breakthrough, a sudden insight that changes everything. Do not discount these signs, no matter how small they may seem, for they are confirmation that your inner world, shaped by these statements, is indeed shaping your outer reality. They are breadcrumbs leading you to the full realization of a life where even the impossible manifests for you. As we near the conclusion of our discussion, I want to address a common concern that arises when people first encounter this teaching. Many worry that focusing on repeating statements about the impossible becoming possible somehow disconnect them from reality or lead to disappointment. But I assure you, my friends, the opposite is true. When you truly understand the principle of manifesting through repetition, you realize that you are not separate from reality. You are the creator of your reality. As you elate your own consciousness by repeating powerful statements, you are elevating the consciousness of all. Your personal transformation, far from disconnecting you from reality, actually expands the field of possibilities for all. Moreover, when you are coming from a place of knowing that even the impossible will manifest for you, you naturally have more to give to others. You become a beacon of possibility, a living example of the power of consciousness to reshape reality. Your transformation creates a ripple effect, touching the lives of everyone you encounter with your newfound energy, confidence, and sense of infinite possibility. This is the true gift of repeating powerful statements and manifesting the impossible. It's not just about improving your individual circumstances, although that will happen. It's about aligning yourself with the fundamental nature of the universe, which is boundless potential. It's about recognizing your own divine nature and allowing it to express itself fully through you. In this state of alignment, of consistently repeating your chosen statement 10 times each day, you become a channel for the most beautiful expressions of life. Ideas flow to you effortlessly. Opportunities present themselves naturally. The right people and circumstances appear in your life at the perfect time. This is the magic of living from the consciousness of infinite possibility. But remember, this magic is not something external to you. It's not some cosmic force that you need to appease or manipulate. It is the natural expression of your own consciousness, where it's aligned with the truth of your being. You are the power. You are the magic. You are the one who makes the impossible possible through your repeated statements and unwavering belief. As we draw our time together to a close, I want to leave you with a final thought. The principle we've explored tonight, repeat this 10 times, even the impossible will manifest for you, is not just a technique. It's about recognizing your true nature as a divine creative being. It's about aligning your entire being with the fundamental truth of who you are and allowing your grandest expression to flow through you. When you live from this understanding, everything changes. The world becomes a friendly place filled with infinite possibilities. You no longer see yourself as a small, separate being struggling against impossible odds. Instead, you recognize yourself as the author of your own reality, the creator of your own miraculous life. In this state, there's no need to fear the impossible or doubt your ability to manifest your deepest desires, for you understand that you are the source of all creation in your experience. Your job is simply to maintain the consciousness of possibility through your repeated statements, to live from this awareness, and to allow the universe to erase the details of its manifestation. So, my dear friends, as you leave here tonight, I urge you to embrace this principle with all your heart. Don't see it as a technique to be applied occasionally, but as a way of life to be lived continuously. Choose your statement wisely, one that embodies the essence of the impossible becoming possible for you. Repeat it 10 times each day, not just with your lips, but with your entire being. Feel the naturalness of being the divine, limitless being you truly are. Live from this state, persist in this knowing, and watch as your world rearranges itself to match your own vision, making even the impossible manifest before your eyes.